Hi Scorpio, welcome to your January 2019 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share and hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, thank you so much for all of your continued support last year and this year. It really means so much, so thank you. If you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, I would like to say Happy New Year to you. Not only did we survive 2018, but we are here in 2019 to thrive. So with that said, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's see what the month of January 2019 has in store for you. What does this brand new year's potential say that you can have, do, be or achieve? And this month, your actions and your interactions, you got the Wheel of Fortune. You've got the golden ticket, Scorpio. You have, this is that moment. When you get the Wheel of Fortune, especially as what your actions and your interactions are, it basically says, within reason, providing you don't be a bit of a dick about it, let's be honest, you guys know me by now, potty mouth. It's basically saying to you that this month, your footsteps are blessed. Whatever you do this month has the potential to really turn into something special. The Wheel of Fortune is blessings, it's abundance. It actually represents the planet Jupiter. So it's expansion, it's growth, but it's also luck and abundance. But on top of that, whenever I see the Wheel of Fortune for anybody come up, it usually means that everything that they've put in, they're now about to get the results from it. And this falls in your actions and your interactions, what you do, how you do it, how you interact with the world, right? So the Wheel of Fortune is basically saying that your steps this month, the moves that you make, they're blessed. Go for it, and think big as well. Don't limit yourself. Don't and I'm going to ask you to go against the grain here. I know usually you're all about the secretive squirrel, but this month try to be I don't know, what's the opposite of a secretive squirrel? A gregarious giraffe? I don't know. You guys know me by now. I'm a bit of a dork, but it works for me, so whatever. You have blessed footsteps. Your actions and your interactions, what you do, what you choose to do, what your intentions are. This is a great month for you to set them, because the Wheel of Fortune basically gives you the go-ahead. It gives you the green light. It gives you a golden ticket to make things happen. And I really love that for you. Okay, so your money and materials this month, let's have a look. You have Ace of Wands. I mean, you really are all about making things happen. The Ace of Wands is fun, enjoyment, creativity. It's books, it's art, it's music, but ultimately it's a card of action. This is a card of going out and making things happen. Aces are always new beginnings, and I really love this. This is quite special because you've got a bit of an 11 master energy number going on here. The Wheel of Fortune is the number 10. The Ace of Wands is the number 1. 10 and 1 gives you 11, right? You could argue whether you could simplify it, but I never simplify the master numbers. So I'm just going with this. And the fact that you've got the master number 11 coming on is about intuition. It's about psychic ability, but it's also about philanthropy. Anything that you do this month that has a far-reaching ripple or blessing that will happen for other people, anything that you do. So if you decide to start a business this month that is geared toward counselling or, arts for people that are deprived or anything of that ilk, it will be very lucrative, not just for your project, but also for you. This month, whether it's charity, whether anything like that of that ilk is blessed for you this month, because it suggests anything that you do for other people this month will be returned to you tenfold. The fact that you've got this in your money and your materials, one suggests that your health, you're going to feel very vital this month. You're going to feel really energized. I also feel like for all of you Scorpios, whether it's Sun, Moon or Ascendant, I feel like this month you're going to find it so easy to generate money, it's going to be a joke to you. You're going to be like, okay, what is going on? Aside from the fact that you've got Jupiter in Sagittarius, which, especially if you're an Ascendant Scorpio, is the second house, right? So Jupiter's in there going, yeah, me rain on me, with some of those blessings, right? This is great. It's beautiful because the Ace of Wands basically says that you're proactive about making making this stuff happen. So your money and your materials, it's going to be really easy for you to generate wealth this month. And the fact that you've got the Ace of Wands is the magic wand. What do you want? What do you desire? Wheel of Fortune, whatever you do, however you step forward, it's blessed this month. Really, really great. And like I said, in terms of your physical health and vitality, you've got so much of it in abundance. My advice to you would be to, one, utilize it well, because we don't always get this kind of blessing, right? And two, focus and channel your energy towards something that is constructive. You know, find not just a professional, but find a creative outlet for your energy as well. And I feel like you will be constantly able to generate a buzz for and around yourself. So your communications with the world at large, you've got the Devil card, right? So this is where the challenges come in. And you've got the Devil card right next to the Wands, right? So the Devil card is about addiction. And the fact that this falls in your communication, like I said, you know, this is about you not being the secretive squirrel in January. You got to be open. You got to be out there. You got to be making things happen. Your footsteps are what's blessed. If you don't go out of your door and you're constantly in your own little world, you're not really making any actions or interactions with the world, so these blessings can't come in. The Devil card is about what you're addicted to or tied to or what is unconscious. It's easy for you to do this. You need to do the opposite, and by doing that you change the vibration, you will change the energy. The Devil card in your communications as well, you know, you don't have to give everybody every detail about your life, but be open, be ready and willing to share with people, because by doing so you will be able to get the best out of other people, but also get the best out of yourself. The fact that the Devil card falls next to the Wands card, this is about using this energy wisely. You've got a real chance here to make some amazing moves, to set some amazing intentions, and to really have them come into fruition. The other good aspect of the Devil card is that it represents Capricorn, right, which is about achievement through hard work. If something doesn't happen, you know, at the snap of a fingers, don't give up. The Devil card is saying hang on in there, you've got to make it happen. The Devil card is about addiction and unconscious things as well, but it's also about making the unconscious thing conscious. That's why the Devil card pops up, to say to you, hey, you haven't quite got a handle on this, or maybe there's something about it that you need to change. So just keep that in mind. And then your personal relationships this month. Let's have a look-see. You've got the Death card. This is you. Yeah, this is your card. The Death card represents the sign of Scorpio. The fact that it falls next to the Devil card I find really interesting, because this to me, you know, that's basically saying you are breaking old patterns, you are breaking old habits, you know, you are rekindling your personal fire. For those of you that are single, you are drawing a line under relationships that have hurt you. You are really releasing whatever you have to release in order for things to happen. And I kind of feel like the words that I'm hearing are you've got new lease on life. There are going to be many suitors that come in for you at the end of this month. Not at the beginning, probably not all the way through. I feel like it's going to be right at the end of the month. You have this sudden influx of people just suddenly being interested. And I find this interesting because your first reaction is going to be like, oh, you can fuck right off. And this is why I say you've got to be the gregarious giraffe, no longer the secretive squirrel. You've got to be out there. You've got to be in it to win it, right? If you want these blessings and these abundance that the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands is offering, you've got to be out there. You've got to be willing to be open. You've got to be willing to connect. That's where the payoff is, right? That's what the balance is about. The fact that this comes up in your heart and your half, in your emotional sector, it really is about a brand new beginning for you, Scorpio. It really is about the new abundance, about the new love, about the new life, about the new lease on life. New things are coming in for you this month. I absolutely feel that. My only thing that I would say to you is, remember, don't look at anything through the guise of the past. Whatever has happened, draw a line under it, fix it, and let it go. You know, and well, not even fix it, just let it go. For those of you that are partnered, the Death card basically says that for some of you, there could be an end to a relationship. And the reason I say this is because it's almost like this new version of you it's gonna require different things. So some of you might experience a breakup. For some of you that are in partnerships, it could be that you give a partner an ultimatum. The Devil card, something that you don't necessarily like or that you don't want in your space. The Death card, either change it or I'm going to change the situation between us. So it's kind of like, for some of you, if you've been long suffering a partner's abuse of a substance, or you know, abuse of you, or whatever, if there's something that you don't like, I feel like a lot of you this month, especially, you know, towards the end of the month, will say, look, you know what, you either choose to change this or I'm going to have to walk, because ultimately I'm not prepared to keep having this experience. So I kind of feel like a lot of you are laying down the law in some way, shape or form this month. And you know what, why not? Ultimately, the life that we have is so bloody fleeting. Why should it be spent, you know, in non-enjoyment? First week of January, the High Priestess right underneath the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, you know, you're not going to be able to anticipate some of the good stuff that's coming to you, because the High Priestess basically says, I will reveal to you when I believe you are ready to see this. So, and you know, Scorpios are deeply psychic, deeply spiritual, deeply intuitive. But with the Wheel of Fortune there, sudden things that you just don't see coming, you know, luck, abundance, but also synchronicity. The High Priestess, hidden things coming to light. So follow your intuition this month. But I kind of feel like the High Priestess is going to do that thing this month where she kind of reveals a little bit to you, and then when you get there, it's something completely different, or it's bigger than you could have anticipated. And I really like this for you, because I've got the popcorn feeling, like that excitement of like, ooh, this is going to be good. So the first week of January, really exciting. If you get any invites, you must go, whatever they are. Second week of January, you got the Hermit card. This is really interesting, because I think so far like 5 or 6 signs have had the Hermit in the second week of January. And this is about searching for something. It's about looking for something or delving into something. I want to look at the geographical locations to do with the Hermit card as well. I might put out a separate video, because this has come up for, like I said, it's like 5 or 6 signs have had this card in this position. So the second week of January is going to see you addressing things. It's going to see you really looking at stuff, and it might see you saying to yourself, do you know, but I think I might go for a little cheeky trip, you know, go away for 2 days, or you know what, I might go hiking, I might go and do something. I kind of feel like the second week of January for you guys is going to be about changing your environment. It's like you want to do something different. You're not entirely sure why, but you just know that you need to shake things up somehow, and that's really, really exciting, because it sees you following your intuition. The fact that it's underneath the Ace of Wands, the wand is the staff that the Hermit carries, right? So this is about you now taking your magic wand and saying, right, I'm going to use it, but I'm going to use it to reveal the path to me. So interesting, because the High Priestess is only giving you a little glimpse. She's just kind of pointing you in the right direction, whereas the Hermit's saying, right, now you've arrived here, let's show you how this can really open up. The third week of January, you've got the Death card, second hit of your own energy. This is you, Scorpio. You are coming into your own, coming into your power. The third week of January is going to be really powerful. You've got the Death card underneath the Devil card. I feel like this will be where you lay down the law. This will be where you make the ultimatum and say, look, you know what? It's got to either be this, or it's either got to be that, or, you know, things have got to change, they've got to shift. Ultimately, you personally are shifting and evolving, and you're expecting your world and the people in it to keep up with you. And you know what, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I think, if anything, it's only fair, right? And finally, the fourth week of January, you've got the Magician card underneath the Death card, right next to your own card, the Death card. So you've got 2 hits of your own card, which is transformation, it's change, it's drawing a line under a specific chapter. And then you've got the Magician card as in the 4th week of January, right underneath your card. This is about you really coming into your own and communicating something in a really big way. But it also sees you mastering something. The World card sees you mastering something in the respect of, you know, like, okay, I've finished a cycle and now I'm doing something different. The Magician card sees you taking command of a situation and really doing what you you can to change it. And it also sees you gaining some kind of recognition. It feels very much to me like this will be the month, especially the 4th week of January, where you specifically, Scorpio, will either get a promotion or you will finally close a deal. I feel like this is where you sign on the dotted line, because I'm seeing the wand, but I'm seeing a big reel of paper, and I kind of feel like you're using the wand, the magic wand, to sign on the dotted line. And this I find really, really exciting because it kind of falls in line with a lot of the stuff that's already come up. So let's have a look. Your key to the month. What is your key to the month? What is the final message the universe has for you? You got the Magician card. You are making something official. This is the month January. This is the month, Scorpio, where something real happens in the tangible world. This is where something moves from just a concept or a prediction, you know, some that I've made for some specific Scorpios in my own life. This is where where prophecy becomes actuality, where prophecy or prediction becomes reality. This is the month where you see that happen. And you know what? You are largely in control of pretty much all of this stuff, and that is a really potent place to be. Use it wisely, my lovelies. Use it wisely. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have an amazing month, and I will see you very soon for more videos. Take care.